Don't worry, I got it. You knew that Phil Pritikin would give you this job. That's why you murdered Vince Wagner. I said I got it.
Hang on. You're saying he's the killer?
Yes, and I'm going to tell you exactly how he did it. In just a second. You never told me how he did it. Why do you think I'm trying to stop you? What are we gonna do? My uncle thinks I'm the psychic, the newspaper thinks you're a psychic, and the cops think I'm just translating your visions.
Give me a second to think.
Hurry up.
Okay, I have a plan. Blurt out something nonsensical. Do it now.
Key laces, shoeboards, pineapples.
Oh, no. The visions have become too complex for one person to decipher. Gus, might I offer my help?
Yes, Shawn, you may.
Magic head.
Two heads working together as one.
You wanted the most coveted job the paper had to offer, and you were in the good graces of the one guy that could give it to you, but there was a problem. Now, what was that problem?
The problem was Wagner was never going to retire. So what did you do?
You hatched a plan to force Wagner off the job. The first thing you needed was a fall guy. Unfortunately, Lee Majors wasn't available. Apparently, he was available. He lives here in town. But he was a little out of your price range. So you flipped through Wagner's hate mail and you discovered that Chef Antonio was the perfect candidate.
Ah! You knew Antonio's signature dish was his wild mushroom risotto. So what did you do?
You tracked down some death cap mushrooms and baked them into a risotto that resembled Antonio's, but you made two mistakes. First, you sliced your mushrooms into cubes instead of strips. And second...
Wagner noticed that his risotto was cold. Why would risotto be served cold in a five-star restaurant?
Because Antonio didn't cook it. You snuck it in.
We just had this surprise inspection a few days ago.
A simple call to the county will confirm that there were no real health inspectors at Antonio's restaurant that night. You posed as one, and that gave you the cover you needed to switch out the risotto with your poisoned batch.
Wagner died, Antonio was arrested, and no one suspected you were the real killer.
This is preposterous. You can't just walk in here and accuse someone of being a murderer.
Well, actually, we can.
Damn right we can. The guy you went to about the mushrooms remembers exactly what you look like. After you toned down the drug-induced exaggerations.
Yeah.
Tall guy, orange cheese powder around the mouth, and a hippo logo on his sleeve.
Al Mooney is insane. Nobody will believe what he says.
Hang on a minute. I don't believe anyone said the witness's name. You're under arrest. Come, guys.
Busted.
That's right.
Juliet! Jules!
Excuse me.
Jules! Juliet! Jules! Juliet! Jules! There! Jules! Okay. It's gonna be okay, Cetus. Just take it easy. I know what's going on here.
You do?
Of course I do, Gus.
Shut up and don't come any closer.
I can see it all. You met Jay, he proposed, you accepted. Then you started hanging out with the family, mostly Raj. That's when you realized you were truly in love with Raj, not your fiance. But you were stuck. It's not like you could call off the engagement, make a play for Raj. He would never do that to his brother. So what did you do? Really, dude? Really? Where was I?
She was stuck.
Right. You were stuck. Engaged to one man, but in love with his brother. So you decided to take action. First, you did everything you could to delay your wedding to Jay.
Well, we could push the wedding date if it means that much to you.
Then, you sabotaged all of Raj's relationships, waiting for a time when both of you were free, convincing him that he would be by himself for the rest of time, making it easier for you to swoop in at the perfect moment. Poor Mina. She was the easiest one of all. Nobody was going to question why you were hanging around the theater. After all, you were engaged to the choreographer. You swing by, you say hi, and that's what granted you access to the cruise trucks. Probably even had blueprints and keys to the theater. You even watched the occasional rehearsal to see if the dance steps changed.
Get back! I'm gonna kill her. She can't have what I want because he's mine. Me and Raj, we're meant to be together.
So let her go. Let her go, and all of this will be much easier for you. I mean, you were crazy in love. Any fool could see what would drive you to do this.
Word of advice, when you take someone hostage, you might want to check them for weapons. Drop the knife. Drop it.
Did Abigail see that?
I'm right here.
Yes, you are. The paint surprised me, and I wasn't supposed to get slapped in the face by that girl.
It's a process.
It is a process.
What is this?
Not me getting slapped in the face.
By a girl.
Because that didn't happen.
You're caught. Assaulting a cop and tons of witnesses?
Well, you're not going to get away with that.
Have fun with shock therapy.
You know, for a town that prides itself on honesty and do-goodness, you will have a lot of skeletons in your closet.
Judge not that ye may be judged, Gus. Although I must say in this case, it's pretty messed up.
I know who killed Paula Merrill.
Sheriff, you can put the gun down. This is Father Wesley. He saved us.
My hair doesn't normally look like this.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, but I'm afraid I can't put away this gun.
No, I suppose you can't. You see, the other two families that settled this town were the Jacksons and the Goodens. Am I right? And as its other two leaders, you panicked when you caught wind that the evil Paula was running away with Randy. I mean, without the Cinnamon King, who would lead over future generations? The good doctor can't conceive. The Barkers didn't have a child of their own, which means Randy is the only direct descendant to protect dual spires in your way of life, especially now that the sheriff is dying of cancer.
I know he's hurting, but he won't talk to me.
The two of you wielded all the power necessary to kill Paula and make it look like an accident. And you would have gotten away with it, too, if Maudette hadn't sent those emails. But even that was nothing a little rope couldn't take care of. Isn't that right, Sheriff?
You truly are amazing. But you shouldn't have come here. Our business was not your concern.
Your business is murder.
Her death, though tragic, saves our future. You killed my little girl.
What about us?
Honestly, far less tragic. We barely know you.
I'm in my own special category, right?
Really, Father?
Freeze!
Drop it now.
How did you find this?
Oh, miracles happen every day, Gus.
This is a miracle?
No. I called the detectives before I came to town.
You sly old dog. We're not here to see Katerina.
Who we're here to see?
This is highly inappropriate, Mr. Spencer. The investigation is over.
What if they got the wrong man?
And who would the right man be?
You.
Mr. McCallum, I didn't have anything to do with this.
I killed my own son.
Makes you feel any better? I don't think you meant to.
You're not a detective. You're not even a cop.
You're right. I'm a psychic. And I saw the whole thing. I see a ransom drop. You're doing everything they ask. You didn't call the police. You're thinking of nothing but the security of your son. After all, what's $5 million to you? You're driving away. I can see it. Something strange happens. You recognize the car. You pass it on the hill. It's Malcolm Orso's. You've seen it hundreds of times at your house, ever since high school. Maybe it confirms a suspicion that you already have. You know where they are. You know the cabin. He's making coffee. You didn't mean to kill him, did you? No. Just knock him around a little bit. Teach him a lesson. Did he falls to the floor. He slams his head on the oak table. He's dead. You know he's dead. Orso walks in, finds you. He's got a half-assed pistol, but he's no criminal. You know there's only one way to cover your tracks. You take care of him, too. Make it look like a suicide. Then you come home, inform the police, and you wait. You wait for a ransom call that will never come. Police eat it up. It's easy to look shaken after all you've done. You might even be willing to take your own life.
You have an overactive imagination. Perhaps a side effect. Yeah.
Shawn, we need to go.
Not yet.
I'm about to throw up on the Turkish carpet.
No, you're not.
It's in my esophagus.
The second door on the left. Turn on the fan and flush. Melinda Lane wasn't the real muse behind the band back in the day. The real muse makes the tastiest snacks this side of the Pecos and also has a gift for whistling undeniably catchy melodies. Isn't that right, Cliff B? See, Billy Lips and the guys behind him have been stealing your tunes and cash for years. And all you have to show for it is a $25 watch. Melinda kept taking all the credit with the press for being the inspiration behind all the band's hit songs. And one day you looked in the mirror and said, "Man, I'm done with these dab shafts." You snuck into the room Melinda was sleeping and you smothered her good.
That's crazy, man.
Is it? Years later, Rip, after intensive psychotherapy, started filling in the blanks. He realized it was you who killed Melinda. He came here to confront you. You ice-picked him. And we're looking for a better hiding place for your murder weapon. Kurt Smith, legend that he is, found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Rest in peace.
He's not dead.
Of course it was you, Cliffby, who loosened the screws on the ginormous chandelier, knowing full well that it was Billy's magic spot, and it was only a matter of time before it fell and crushed that pasty, thieving ass.
Cliffy, say it isn't so. I only have one black friend, it's you, and I just don't have the time or resources to find a replacement. Hello, who are you?
Fine. It was. Those cats have been stealing from me for years.
Hands behind your back.
Time to go to jail, Cliffy. Stick.